So this is a quick video just to point out the importance of why it's absolutely critical that you never drop below the MDA, particularly when you're following an advisory glide slope like an LNAV+V. We learned in our instrument training, of course, that you never go below the you never go below the MDA. It's drilled into us, IFR magazine, Aviation Safety magazine, that the advisory glide slopes are only advisory and you must obey the altitude restrictions. If you're flying in Iowa, you may get away with it, but I was flying into Elkins-Randolph, West Virginia, which is the LNAV GPS runway 23, and you'll see in this video if I had followed the advisory glide path, I would have potentially flown right into a ridge, a tree line, and of course it could be a fatal accident. This was a VFR day, so you're able to see what I wouldn't have seen if I were an IMC. So follow along for this quick little review of why it's important to never drop below the MDA. 500 till MDA. So as you can see, I'm on a GPS LNAV+V. I'm following the advisory glide slope, which you can see the little purple triangle on the right hand side of the primary flight display. .300. Okay, boost pumps on, mixture's full rich, flaps 50%, landing light is on. There's our minimums. So we're at minimums, but you notice that the advisory glide slope continues to descend. If I were not paying attention and I just kind of spaced out and continued following that glide slope, you can see I'm now above the glide slope, or the glide path, I guess I should call it. Elkins traffic, Cirrus 826 Mike Sierra is 3 miles to the northeast, inbound 23, Elkins. So now, coming up in the main view out the windscreen, so again, well above the advisory glide slope. But you notice, if you look very closely, the runway is just on the right side of the windscreen. And you notice the threshold of the runway has a ridge line and a tree line that's blocking the threshold. So if I were following that advisory glide slope, I might even have the runway in sight. I might have the runway lights in sight, but that ridge line and that tree line could be completely dark if it were nighttime.
Minimums.
Thunderstorm information not available. Elkins-Randolph County, Jennings-Randolph Field. Automated weather observation.
So again, very important reminder, this was the first time that I had actually seen what I had heard about at these airports, where if you follow the LNAV+V glide slope, you can potentially strike an obstruction. So just remember, never, ever, ever go below the MDA, even if you have a WAAS GPS, and it's very tempting to follow the little purple triangle. Elkins traffic, Cirrus 826 Mike Sierra is overflying the field at 2,900. Enter a left pattern for 32, Elkins.